Hello students, welcome to Dhaka Secondary School North Karachi campus, and today you are watching class 8 English language class, and these slides are prepared by Sarfahan, language teacher of Dhaka Secondary School. So students, our today's topic is first week of February, and in our learning agenda is words antonyms, word synonyms, and direct indirect speech means narration. So in first we start our topic words antonyms. Basically words antonyms means words opposites. So here we have 20 words and their opposites. So first is abundant. Abundant means a lot of, in a lot quantity. Scare means in short quantity. Advance means to move ahead. Retreat means to move back. Capture means to catch something. Release means to leave something. Word assemble means to gather, and disperse means to scatter something. Words coarse means rough, bad, and fine its antonyms, that means good. Feeble means weak. Feeble's antonyms is strong. Generous means a person who has big heart. Selfish means who is mean. Frank means friendly. Shy means who shies. Knowledgeable, ignorant, a person who does not have good knowledge. Loose means to not tight something, and tighten means its antonym. Mercy, cruelty, a person who does cruel thing to someone, something, that is cruelty. Poverty, having no money. Wealth means a lot of money. Optimist, a person who thinks good side. Pessimist means a person who thinks in bad side. Slender means a thin person, very thin person. Stout means not good. Rashness, to use thing in a very bad way. Caution, carefully. Tame, to domesticate someone. Wild means having not good behavior. Stubborn means a person who tend not to do things in a behave way. Obedient means a person who obeys thing. Vacant means empty. Occupied means not empty. Wise means not good. Virtue means very good. And straight means and crook means not straight. Okay, these are all antonyms. Now we move towards second topic, synonyms. Synonyms means similar words. So adore means to offer prayer, and worship means also to offer prayer. Ally means friend, and friend its synonyms. Anonymous means having no name, its synonyms is nameless. Courteous means to show good behavior. Polite is its synonym. Curve means to end something, to finish something. Control means to control. Demonstrate, to show something or to exhibit, and show is its synonym. Cautious, to be careful, and its careful its synonyms. Coarse means bad, and synonym is its rough. Colossal means very big. Enormous is also very big. Elevate, to emerge in height. Raise means also to elevate or to go in height. Embrace means to hug someone, and hug is its synonyms, not antonyms. Okay. Extravagance means wastefulness. Fragile is its delicate. Fragile means tender, or delicate is synonyms. Okay, by mistake I have put here antonym. Indolent, a person who is lazy, not want to do work, and lazy is synonym. Industrious means hardworking. Insolent means not in good behavior, a person who does not behave good, and rude is also synonym. Jovial means a person who is happy, and cheerful is its antonym. Lean means thin. Gratitude, a person who shows thankfulness. Myth means not true. Okay, so these are our words synonyms. Okay, and I have by mistakenly put here antonym word. It is not antonym, synonym. So now I move towards our third topic, direct indirect speech. So here comes direct indirect speech imperative sentence. So in the month of January we learned our all assertive sentences, all minor and major changes. Now we learned about imperative sentences, narration changes. Okay, what are imperative sentences? So basically imperative sentences are those sentences in which we give instructions, advice, command and order. Examples of imperative sentences: write whenever you get a chance, don't stay out at night, please open the door. So basically in these sentences we give advices and instructions and order and command. Okay, so here comes the rule of narration, how to change. So if first of all we have to change or say to reporting verb say to into order. In request and suggest, says to into orders, request and suggest, and said to into order, requested and suggested. Okay, and second rule is if they in order to show imperative sentences we first of all put verb, and in order to change that sentence into indirect speech we must use two words before that word of reported speech. Okay, Qadir said to Zia, work hard. This is our direct speech, and in order to change this direct speech into indirect we have first of all we have to check whether it is order or not. So here comes its indirect speech. Qadir advised, basically Qadir is advising here to Zia to work hard. Okay, so now you can see two words before were. Second example is Ali said to Aisha, please give me a glass of water. So here Ali is asking or Ali is requesting to Aisha, that's why we put here Ali requested Aisha to give. Okay, so please word is omitted from here, and before give we have used to him a glass of water, and in place of me I have put him just because of personal pronoun changes which we already learned. Okay, now we move towards the second one, optative sentences. What are optative sentences? Basically those sentences in which we pray for someone or we wish for someone or curse someone. That sentence is called optative sentence, and in these sentences we use may and which word in the first. Okay, and sometimes it may remains hidden. For example, may the king of Westeros live long. May you too live long enough to see your grandchildren. May God bless us all. Okay, rule number 1. So first of all we change reporting verb say to into wish, pray and curse according to the sentence. Says to into wishes, prays and curses, and said to into wish, prayed and cursed. Okay, second rule is before reported verb may is changed into might and is used after reported verb. For example, the old man said may you live long. So may you live long is an optative sentence, and the old man said we can say the old man prayed that. Okay, we use that word here before that, and you is second form, and second form according to object. If we do not have any object we put I word here. So I might live long. Okay. So second example is the old school teacher said to me, may you fall in your mission. So, not fall, fail in your mission. So in order to change this, the old teacher cursed. So it's giving a bad idea. That's why cursed is used here. Cursed me that I might fail in my mission. Okay, because you is second form and second person, and second person changes according to object. On object is me. So me is subjective case I have used. So in place of may I use might. Okay, in my mission. Okay students, so now I move towards our exclamatory sentences. So what are exclamatory sentences? Those sentences in which we express emotions. So that emotions can be in joy, sorrow, contempt, regret and surprise. For example, hurrah, ha, express joy. These words shows joys. Alas, oh, express sorrow, regret or loss, and bravo word shows express applause. Okay, we can also use here wonder word when we observe any surprise or astonishment. Okay, for example, rule number 1, in order to change this direct into indirect, we in place of reporting verb we use exclaim with joy if there is happiness, exclaim with sorrow and exclaim with wonder. Says to into exclaim with joy, exclaim with sorrow, exclaim with wonder, and said to into exclaim with joy, exclaim with sorrow and exclaim with wonder. Rule number 2, we also use that. Okay, in January month I taught you that in 3 sentences we use that, in exclamatory sentences, in optative sentences, in assertive sentences. So it is our exclamatory, so we use that. And also what, before reported speech, subject and all interjection words are omitted. Example number 1, the boy said, what a lovely star it is. So this is what exclamatory sentence. So in order to change it, the boy exclaimed with joy. So he is what, enjoying here. So that's why I use the boy exclaimed with joy that it was a very lovely star. We have to use some pronouns so that it can give a good complete idea. So here comes the second one. The child said how beautiful the rainbow is. So it can be the child exclaimed with joy that the rainbow was very beautiful. Okay students, so now I move towards our last sentence, interrogative sentences. So interrogative sentences shows questions and inquiries. So interrogative can be of 2 forms. Okay, informative questions or confirmative. So informatives are what, in which we use WH words, and confirmative are those in which we use first helping verb. Okay, so here comes rule number 1. In order to change direct into indirect in reporting verb, we use say to in place of say to, we use ask, says to into ask, and said to into asked. Okay, rule number 2 is what, in confirmative question. What are confirmative? In which we use helping verb and verb first. Okay, like do, does, has, have, had. If they come first, so in place of helping verb we use first if word there, and after that we use subject, and the sentence change into assertive from interrogative sentence. Okay, and second is what, if there is given in informative. What are informative? In which we use WH words. So WH words comes there first. We do not use any if word, and after that we use subject, and then we convert that interrogative sentence into assertive sentence, and all the changes remain same. Okay, personal pronouns and other changes, tenses changes. So first example is Uzma said to Nisha, do you know that the exact meaning of this word? So here comes question. This is what our confirmative question. So in confirmative question, Uzma asked Nisha, we use if, she. You is second form, and second form changes according to object. Object is Nisha, so we use she, and present simple is changed into past simple if she knew the exact meaning of that word. Okay, and second example is Rifat said to Tayyiba, where have you put your purse? So Rifat asked Tayyiba, so this is what our informative in which we use WH words. So we use WH words first and we do not use any if word, and affirmative sentence interrogative sentence change into assertive. That's why I have put she first, and she is used just because of Tayyiba. Tayyiba is object here, so she had put her purse, because in direct speech we use present perfect and present perfect is changed into past perfect. That's why she had put her purse. Okay students, I hope you got this idea about this direct and indirect speech. Thank you so much.